Hello everyone, my name is Nisara Nasari. Today I want to tell you the story of King Alfred the Great, the kings who fought the Vikings. So today I wanna I wanted to take you back in time more than 1000 years ago. And I wanted to tell you the story of one of the greatest kings in English history, King Alfred the Great. This is not just a history. Oh, this is not just a history lesson. This is a story of courage, leadership, and survival. A story about a young king, a dangerous enemy, and a fight to protect his people. So, who was Alfred? So, Alfred Alfred was born in the year 849 in a place called Wantage in southern England. He was the youngest son of King Ethelwulf of Wessex. As a boy, Alfred loved to learn. He was smart, curious, and also very religious. And at the time, England was not one country, it was made of several small kingdoms. And one of the strongest was Wessex. When Alfred's older brothers died, he became king of Wessex in the year 871, but it was not a peaceful time. So, at the time, the biggest problems during Alfred's time was the Viking or the Vikings invasion. The Vikings were warriors for the Vikings were warriors from Denmark and Norway. They came to England on ships, attacked towns, stole treasures, and took land. They were strong and dangerous. Many Anglo-Saxon kingdoms had already fallen. Only Wessex was left standing. Alfred had to defend his kingdom, but it wasn't easy, right? And after that, Alfred hides in the marshes in the year 878. The Vikings attack again, and this time they almost won. Alfred had to escape. He hid in the marshes of Somerset in a wet and wild area. There is a famous story that during this time, Alfred stayed in a poor woman's house. She asked him to watch her cakes, but he was thinking about his problem and let them burn. She scolded him, not knowing he was a king. And this story shows that even kings are human, and even in hiding, Alfred didn't give up. And the big comeback. After some time in hiding, Alfred gathered his army. He called men from the countryside. They were tired of the Vikings' attack and ready to fight. In the same year, at 878, Alfred fought a big battle, the Battle of Edington. This time he won, and this time he won. He defeated the Vikings led by Guthrum and forced them to leave Wessex. But instead of killing his enemy, Alfred made peace. He let God he let Guthrum stay in another part of England, the East, a land that became known as a Danelaw. And next is a wise rule. After the war, Alfred didn't just go back to normal life. He worked hard to rebuild his kingdom. He built strong defenses like forts and towers. He believed education was important, so he opened school and translated books into English. He also improved the laws and justice system. Alfred was not just a warrior king, he was also a wise and thoughtful leader. So, why he is called the Great? Why Alfred is called the Great? Because Alfred is the only English in because Alfred is the only English king in history who is called the Great. And why? Because he shifted part of England from the Vikings, made a peace, and rebuilt his country. He protected his people not just with swords, but also with school and laws. He ruled until the year 899 and was remembered with great respect. So, what can we learn from King Alfred's story? For the first is never give up even when things seem hopeless, and the second is leadership is not only about fighting but also about building a better future. And finally, his story is not only about dates and names, it's about people, their choices, and their courage. So, guys, I think that's all for me. Thank you for listening and attention to the story of King Alfred the Great, the kings who fought the Viking and saved his people. So, guys, I think that's all for me, and I hope this story can help us understand more about the history of England. So,
in the tumultuous era of the 9th century, amidst Viking invasions and the struggle for power, one name stands out in the annals of history: Alfred the Great. Before start, if you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing. So, Alfred the Great, born in 849 CE in the Kingdom of Wessex, Alfred would become a legendary figure and the only English monarch to earn the title of the Great. Alfred was a precocious and curious child, even in his youth. He displayed an insatiable thirst for knowledge and a deep love for his people. His education, guided by his tutor, Asser, would shape his character and lay the foundation for his future accomplishments. It was during the Viking invasions that Alfred truly showcased his leadership and military prowess. Despite facing overwhelming odds, he rallied his forces and led successful campaigns against the Vikings, earning him the admiration and respect of his people. But Alfred was not just a warrior. He was also a visionary ruler who understood the importance of governance and education. He implemented significant reforms, establishing a legal code and promoting literacy and learning among his subjects. His patronage of scholars and translation works, including the translation of important texts into English, laid the foundation for the cultural and intellectual revival known as the Alfredian Renaissance. Alfred's legacy extended far beyond his reign. His efforts to unite the various Anglo-Saxon kingdoms under his rule laid the groundwork for the formation of a unified England. his strategic foresight and commitment to justice, and education left an indelible mark on the nation's history. Today, Alfred the Great is remembered as a beacon of courage, wisdom, and progress. His unwavering determination, both on and off the battlefield, earned him a place among the greatest monarchs of all time. Join us next time as we delve into the lives of other remarkable kings who shaped the course of history.